on defeating Democrats, an evil was building in the Republican Party, an anti-democratic, pro-autocracy movement based in white grievance. I should have recognized this for what it was, but I was too focused on winning each election to think about losing a country. I looked the other way. Not again. None of us choose history, but history has a way of choosing us. Most modern democracies do not end because of violent coups, but at the ballot box and in the courtroom. This is the path the Republican Party is on as it dedicates its purpose to subverting democracy. This is the fight of our time. The outcome of this struggle will determine if the legacy of free democratic elections is passed on to another generation or ends on our watch. The storming of the Capitol on January 6th was not an end of the 2020 election, but the beginning of a long fight to defend the America many of us love. I would like to say that I believe the outcome is certain, but that would be naive, and the time for naivety is ended. The effort to deny Joe Biden the presidency was a betrayal of all those who had sacrificed to defend America. Men like Ted Cruz and Josh Hawley, who led the effort on January 6th to disenfranchise millions of African American voters, do not share the values of those of us who support a pluralistic democracy. We should not grant them the privilege of considering they will change. They believe in a different America. We cannot compromise with their vision of what it means to be an American. We cannot take one step back. The evil they represent must be confronted and defeated. I spent the 2020 election working with the Lincoln Project, and I had hoped that the defeat of Donald Trump would allow me the personal justification to withdraw from politics. In the long days and short nights of that campaign, I allowed myself to envision what a life removed from political battle would be like. It was a different place, and I longed to move there, to put all of the anger and intensity that comes with campaigns behind me. That's not possible today. I helped create this crisis, and I must use the skills and dark arts that I had mastered building the modern Republican Party to destroy what it has become. It was all a lie, but this is my truth. Prologue. It was all a lie. I have no one to blame but myself. I believed. That's where it all started to go wrong. I was drawn to a party that espoused a core set of values. Character counts, personal responsibility, strong on Russia. The national debt actually mattered. Immigration made America great. A big tent party invited all. Legislation would come and go. Compromises would be necessary. But these principles were assumed to be shared and defined what it meant to be a Republican for the last 50 years. What a fool I was. All of these immutable truths turned out to be mere marketing slogans. None of it meant anything. I was the guy working for Bernie Madoff, who actually thought we were really smart and just crushing the market. What I missed was one simple reality. It was all a lie. I came to this not out of bitterness, but out of sadness. It's not that I failed. I was paid to win races for Republicans, and while I didn't win every race, I had the best win-loss record of anyone in my business. So yes, blame me. Blame me when you look around and see a dysfunctional political system and a Republican Party that has gone insane. To be sure, others share blame, but if there is any sane path forward for something resembling a conservative governing philosophy in America, and I'm not sure there is, it must start with honesty and accountability. I have this crazy idea that a return to personal responsibility begins with personal responsibility. It is a strange, melancholy feeling to turn 65 and realize that what you've spent a good portion of your life working for and toward was not only meritless, but also destructive. Among the many Republicans who find Donald Trump somewhere between distasteful and abhorrent, there are two distinct tendencies. One is to say that Trump isn't a real Republican. The other is to say he is just an unconventional president and focus on his policies. Both are